The U.S. immigration system has a legal shortcut, and most professionals don't even realize it exists, while millions face visa lotteries, multi-year backlogs, and silent denials. There is a work visa operating quietly, protected by an international trade agreement between the United States, Mexico, and Canada. It's called the TN visa, created in 1994 under NAFTA, preserved in 2020 under the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, and still one of the fastest legal pathways for qualified professionals to work in the U.S. Engineers, scientists, accountants, architects, educators. For the right applicant, approval can happen in weeks, not years. But here's the catch. Most people misunderstand how the TN visa really works. They accept the wrong job offers. They rely on titles instead of duties. They assume flexibility where USCIS allows none. Those mistakes don't just cause denials. They end careers. They waste timing. They permanently close doors. So here's the big question we'll answer at the very end. Is the TN visa one of the most strategic ways for Mexican and Canadian professionals to work in the United States? Or is it a trap for those who don't understand its hidden limits? Before we break this down, make sure you like this video and subscribe so you don't miss critical updates that could shape your U.S. immigration future. Answer this in the comments. Are you currently exploring a TN visa from Mexico or Canada, and for what profession? The legal foundation. Let's start with the foundation. The TN visa exists because the United States, Mexico, and Canada made a strategic decision. Economic integration requires professional mobility. Originally created under NAFTA in 1994, the TN visa was designed to allow qualified professionals to temporarily enter the U.S. to support trade, innovation, and cross-border business. When NAFTA was replaced in 2020, many feared the TN would disappear. It didn't. Under the USMCA, the TN visa survived with its core structure intact. A clear signal that professional mobility remains essential to North America's economy. Immigration researchers consistently note that TN visas play a key role in technology, healthcare, engineering, finance, and education, where domestic labor shortages persist. As trade policy analysts have observed, the continuity of the TN visa reflects the economic reality that highly skilled labor must move where demand exists. But the treaty alone doesn't protect you from mistakes. Attorney Chris M. Ingram explains it this way. When asked about eligibility confusion, people assume the TN is automatic because it's treaty-based. It's not. Every case lives or dies on whether the job and credentials match the regulations precisely. And that precision matters. Because USCIS doesn't ask, is this person talented? They ask, does this role fit a specific listed profession under USMCA? Miss that, and nothing else matters. Did you know the TN visa survived NAFTA's cancellation? Or is this new information for you? Understanding the treaty is step one. Next, we look at who actually qualifies and who doesn't. If this already raises questions about your eligibility, don't guess. Visit breakthroughusa.com to start your visa journey and book a free consultation with the law offices of Chris M. Ingram. One conversation can prevent a denial that costs you years. Eligibility and the profession list. This is where most TN applications fail. The TN visa is not open-ended. It applies only to specific graduate-level professions listed under USMCA. Engineers, scientists, accountants, architects, lawyers, pharmacists, teachers, graphic designers. Each profession has non-negotiable educational and credential requirements. A bachelor's degree isn't optional, and experience alone rarely substitutes for formal education. Policy experts emphasize that TN eligibility is profession-driven, not talent-driven. That distinction is everything. Attorney Chris M. Ingram is often asked whether job titles can solve eligibility issues. His answer is blunt. USCIS doesn't care about job titles. They care about job duties. If the work itself doesn't match a TN-approved profession, the case fails every time. That's why manager and supervisor roles are commonly denied, unless, and this is critical, the job duties are actively professional, such as an engineering manager performing engineering work, a scientific supervisor conducting research and analysis. USCIS looks at what you do, not what you're called. Does your current or proposed job clearly match a TN-listed profession, or is it borderline? If your profession qualifies, the next hurdle is harder, finding the right employer. Employer sponsorship and job offers. The TN visa does not start with you. It starts with the employer. A U.S. employer must sponsor the TN application with a real professional job offer. No TN, and not just any job offer. The position must require professional level education, be temporary, fit a TN-listed profession, establish a true employer-employee relationship. Immigration analysts point out that poorly drafted job offers are one of the most common causes of TN denials. Attorney Chris M. Ingram sees this daily. We regularly review offer letters that unintentionally destroy strong cases. One vague sentence can trigger a denial. Finding the employer is often the hardest part. Networking matters. Targeting high-demand industries matters. And understanding labor shortages matters. Fields like data science, cybersecurity, healthcare, and STEM education face persistent shortages, creating real opportunities for TN professionals. Have you already received a U.S. job offer, or are you still searching? Even with the right job, TN status comes with strict limits, and that's where many people get blindsided. Limits, family, and long-term strategy. The TN visa solves a short-term problem. It does not solve a long-term one. TN status is issued for 3 years at a time and can be renewed indefinitely, but only if you maintain temporary intent. You must show you intend to return to Canada or Mexico, even if you live in the U.S. for years. Attorney Chris M. Ingram explains, the TN is a temporary work permit, not a path to permanent residence. You have to plan ahead, or you risk hitting a wall later. There are also family limitations. Spouses and children receive TD status. They can live and study in the U.S., but spouses cannot work. For families with older children, this becomes a ticking clock, especially as age 21 approaches. That's why long-term planning matters. Green card strategies like EB1, EB2, EB3, or EB5 should be evaluated early, not after problems appear. Are you thinking only about working in the U.S. or about staying long-term? Which brings us back to the big question we asked at the start. So, is the TN visa a strategic opportunity or a hidden trap? The answer is both. The TN visa is one of the fastest, most powerful work visas available to Mexican and Canadian professionals, but only for those who understand its strict limits, exact rules, and long-term consequences. Get it right, and it can change your life. Get it wrong, and it can quietly close doors you didn't know existed. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more investigations into U.S. immigration pathways. And if you're ready to take this seriously, visit breakthroughusa.com and book your free consultation with the law offices of Chris M. Ingram. Your future deserves more than guesswork.